Greetings. Welcome to our first week of criminal law. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's go over a couple of things. All right, so this week we will be, it's kind of an introduction week. Well, it's not kind of, it is an introduction week. So you'll go through your OOM, the online orientation module, which is an absolute must. If you don't complete that, then you withdraw from the class. So make sure you complete that OOM. Then you'll matriculate through the module and see all of the introductory stuff. Don't be overwhelmed by the amount of items in this module. This is probably the longest module that you'll have all summer because it's just giving you an introduction to the course. Also, don't rush through it and not read everything because it's going to be essential that you know that. Once you go through the modules, I want you to also take note that each of my modules have a view requirement on each page. What does that mean, Ms. Harris? That means that you will be required to view each item or each page in the module. You cannot skip from the top of the module to the bottom of the module, or it will gray you out and look as if you haven't, you're locked out of the course. And so you will have to click on each page, view each page in order to get to the last page, which is the summary in the module. We'll be covering chapters 1, Introduction to the Legal System of the United States. It will introduce you to the system of federalism that we have here in the different branches of government and how each intertwine with the other. We'll also cover chapters 2, which talks about criminal law, and that's going to get into the crust of what the law is. It'll give you the difference in criminal law and civil law. Criminal law, the burden of proof in criminal court is where we usually exercise a violation of that criminal law, and the burden of proof in that court is proof beyond a reasonable doubt. That's a higher standard of burden of proof because someone may lose their freedom. In a civil court, and I'll tell you the difference in a second in the criminal and civil court, but in a civil court, it's a preponderance of evidence, which means more likely than not. So whoever has the most evidence wins in a civil court. The difference in both courts is usually the government regulates the violation of any law. So ordinances, statutes, whatever you violate, then it's going to be the government prosecuting you in criminal court. In civil court, it's more person to person, meaning landlord, tenant, or you do something to me, you run over my big toe, I'll take you to civil court and sue you. So that's why the burden of proof is a lot less in civil court. So we'll cover chapters 1 and 2. You'll also complete your introduction discussion. I hope that you have fun doing that. And remember, when completing your discussion, you need to post at least a paragraph or more and respond to 2 of your classmates. And that response needs to be something more than I agree or I disagree, and at least 2 sentences. And then you'll have your chapters 1 and 2 quiz, and then you can relax for the week. If you need me, feel free to email me. I'll see you on next week.